我哋讀到 Krishna 展示咗呢，佢哋恭敬去崇拜佢嘅人呢，向佢哋展示呢，佢只係受愛所控制嘅。征服。有人可以用恭敬去崇拜 Krishna 都接受。但係嗰種愛綁唔到 Krishna 㗎。永恆楚體經呢，初篇需要第3、4章裏邊呢 Krishna 佢解釋到，如果個人做奉獻服務，為咗呢去到靈天世界嘅話呢，佢會去到無憂星，唔會去到變打份㗎。無憂星呢，那拉人受到崇拜，但係同那拉人關係呢係有限嘅。同那拉人關係呢，一中立啦、中性啦。換言之呢，愛佢但係唔俾任何服務嘅，主動服務。舉個例子啊，嗰啲台凳啊，無憂星嘅台同凳呢，佢哋都係中立嘅心水，佢哋都愛 Krishna，但係佢哋唔會主動做任何嘢嘅。主那拉人用啲台凳，但係佢哋唔活躍㗎。或者呢，無憂星呢，你可以侍奉主那拉人做僕人啫，但係停喺度啦。那拉人冇朋友啊，冇父母嘅，冇摯愛添㗎。嗰度個關係呢有限嘅。而喺Vrindavan呢，好大嘅範疇嘅呢個咁樣關係啦，朋友啊。甚至乎牛啊，好多牛呢都同 Krishna 有朋友關係嘅 ，Krishna 朋友。啲長輩嘅牛隻呢，佢哋好似母親咁樣嘅。Krishna Balaram 呢，好細個嘅時候呢，佢就踎喺度啦。啲牛呢嚟到呢，啲牛奶就流落嚟，流到個嘴巴裏邊，咁樣飲啦，就好似咁樣。呢個係母愛嚟㗎，牛都有母愛㗎，對 Krishna。樹呢，可以 Krishna 至愛嘅喎。佢有鮮花呢，佢哋想呢點樣用嗰啲鮮花去裝飾呢Radharani。好大嘅一個咁樣嘅系列嘅Vrindavan啲關係。琴日我哋講過多少？而家呢 Satyavati Muni 摩林地話木上嘅添話，我唔需要解脫啊！解脫即係話擺脫生死。點樣去擺脫生死呢？去融匯呢個梵光裏邊，同神光嘅合一。好似呢，好似係沖暖水月亮咁樣，乜嘢就冇嘢擔心啦，唔聽到任何嘢，唔見到任何嘢。但係你去沖暖水涼可以沖幾耐呢？呢種解脫啊，換言之呢，而家我喺呢個物質世界，我點可以得到解脫呢？我明白到我唔係呢個身體啊。同時呢，我心意裏邊有好多嘅心意，好多念頭，但我唔係呢個心意，我唔係我智慧，呢啲全部都唔係我嚟㗎，我全部唔係呢個世界嘅任何嘢。冥想，打坐，個心意變得完全呢，好平和啦。我見過啦，喺 YouTube 上有個錄影帶，有個禪宗啊，佛教禪宗收集者，美國㗎。ECG 啊，貼埋自己個頭嗰度，腦電波。佢瞓喺樹啦。你可以見到呢，嗰啲咁樣嘅係線呢，全部降低，最後咩都冇㗎。佢個腦袋完全係唔活躍㗎。
And then he revived again.
咁佢再次再復甦過嚟。
So who's controlling the mind?
係邊個控制個心意嘅呢？
That's the self.
係自我啦，
Conscious self.
有知覺自我。
Who comes back after he's made the mind nothing?
佢令到個心意呢，即係冇咗之後，邊個翻返嚟呢？嗰個都係個自我。
So that we really exist. The self really exists.
所以個自我真係存在嘅。
And there's two approaches
有兩個門檻
realizing the self.
去覺悟自我嘅，
There's a negative approach and a positive approach.
負面嘅同埋正面嘅兩面嘅。
Negative approach.
負面嗰方面做法呢，
Negative approach is to
就係呢，
not this, not
唔
this,
係呢樣，唔係
not
嗰
this,
樣，全部唔係呢樣，唔係呢樣，全部都係否定。
And then finally,
到最後嚟講呢，
like in Zen,
喺禪宗裏邊呢，
they have this comparison that
有一個比喻，
somebody's riding on a bull.
有人騎隻牛，
The bull represents the mind.
個公牛代表呢個心意。
So first he's struggling with the bull.
佢好似同個公牛鬥過，
And then after some
過咗
time,
段時間呢，
he manages to control the bull.
佢控制到公牛啦，
And then at the end, he's riding,
最尾
the
嘅時候
bull
呢，
riding home.
騎住公牛翻屋企，
And then very end,
最尾嘅時候呢，
no bull. Nothing.
公牛都冇，乜都冇。
So this is one approach.
呢個其中一個方法，
But
但係呢，
the approaches,
奉愛嘅個方法唔同嘅。
we understand that
我哋明白到呢，
just as there's variety here in the material,
正如物質世界有多元性呢，
so there's variety in the spiritual.
靈性世界都有多元性嘅。
Just as I'm a person,
即係我喺呢度嘅人物嚟嘅，一個人
so
嚟
the
嘅。
original origin of everything is a
一
person.
切嘅原本嘅源頭呢，係一個人物嚟嘅。
Like one time I was with a group of Buddhists,
有一次我同一班佛教徒一齊，
dressed like this.
就好似咁樣啦。
And there was a lama,
有個喇嘛，西藏喇嘛，
Nepal.
尼泊爾嘅。
So I said,
我同佢講啦，
according to science,
根據科學呢，
Buddhists talk about shunya,
佛教講到呢個空嘅，
but this shunya is not empty.
但係空呢唔係空冇嘢㗎，佢有生命嘅。
And the lama goes, yes.
喇嘛講係，
So they know it's alive.
佢知道係有生命，
That shunya
即
is
係個涅槃啊，嗰個空一個人物嚟嘅，
conscious.
有知覺嘅。
So conscious means there's
知覺呢，
personality there.
即係有一個人格性喺
But
度。
what is that personality?
咁嗰個人物係咩呢？佢哋冇資料啦。
Buddha didn't say anything about
佛
that.
陀
He
冇咁
refused
乜
to
乜
say.，
佛陀唔講嘅。
And then afterwards they added some philosophy.
佛陀之後佢啲人再加啲
Just
哲
like
學入
Jesus
去，
Christ also.
耶穌一樣嘅，
They added some
佢
philosophy.
哋都加啲哲學入去嘅。
Jesus Christ taught love.
主耶穌講過愛，
So we understand, what does everybody want here?
我哋想每個人想呢個
We
世界話
want
咩呢？
happiness.
我哋想要快樂，
But how happy?
點樣嘅快樂呢？
But
但係
because love is so difficult to find here.
喺呢個世界好難揾到愛㗎。我唔想要愛，
Everything's zero.
一切都係零。我已經係好厭煩，一切都要零空啊！
But
但係呢，
actually,
事實上，
Bhagavad
國家梵高話，國家我談啊，
Gita, our teachers,
我哋嘅老師們呢，
they're explaining that there is
佢
real
哋
love.
解釋到真正嘅愛
And
㗎。
that's spiritual.
咁呢種靈性嘅愛，
So for that we have to recognize
為咗呢樣嘢，我哋要認知啦。
supreme absolute
至
truth
尊絕對真理呢，
personality
係一個人物
has
嚟㗎
real。personality.
正如我哋有性格，
And he's made a very beautiful world.
佢做到好美麗嘅世界，
Sunsets,
日落啦、
rainbows,
彩虹啦、
peacock feathers,
孔雀羽毛啦、孔雀羽毛、
beautiful ladies,
美麗嘅女士、
beautiful
美
boys,
麗嘅男士、
beautiful babies,
美麗嘅 BB，
so many beautiful things.
好多美麗嘅嘢㗎。靈性世界
And the world works very nicely also.
嗰個世界亦都係非常之美妙，
So he's very kind.
佢好仁慈
That
嘅，
personality is
嗰個人物啊，
very, very nicely
佢
for us.
為我哋做咗好多美好嘅
It
嘢，
makes this world so that
令到呢個世界呢，
when we can't find the love and happiness that we want,
我揾唔到我哋所要嘅愛同埋快樂。當我哋失望嘅時候呢，
so he makes it easy to find teachers.
佢令到我哋好容易揾到個老師啦。咁我哋揾到個老師啦，
Like
就好似呢，
10 years ago,
10年前啊，
who could imagine that we would be sitting in a room in an ashram in India
有邊個會諗到我哋會喺呢度坐喺印度一個修院裏邊，
after talking to an old
同
saint
一個老嘅聖人講完嘢之後，
there
佢坐喺度傾偈，
and answers questions? Who could imagine?
邊個可以想像到咁樣呢？10年前
Demoga.
有冇可能你會諗過會我哋10年前，10年前我哋居然今時今日我哋坐喺度，諗都諗唔到嘅。
15 years ago.
15年前啦
Before I met Gurudev.
我未遇過古老啲之前啊，
I thought Prabhupada's the only one.
我以為舊時係巴巴係唯一一個噶啦，係啊，舊時。
So,
所以呢，
Varangdeva Moksham, Namoksha Vadhimva. Satyabhat Muni say, I don't want
實
liberation.
際話我唔想要解脫啊！
Oh, you don't want liberation.
我解脫你都唔想要，
You don't want to become free from birth and
你
death.
唔想擺脱生死咩？
Why is that?
點解啊？
So Satyabhat Muni can say,
實際嚟講，佢
actually,
話
that's selfish. Wanting liberation, this is selfish.
實際上解脫咧係想自私
I
嘅，
want to enjoy.
我想享樂啊！
If I can't enjoy love,
我享受唔到世界嘅愛啊、
food,
食物啊、
friends,
朋友啊、
nice scenery,
美麗嘅風景嘅話咧，
I'll enjoy nothing.
我要享受乜都唔享受
That's。also enjoyable.
嗰度呢都係啊好粗糙嘅享樂嚟㗎，
So it's also something for me.
都係啲俾我自己嘅，唔係俾其他人嘅。
So Satyabhat Muni
實
said,
體版本你講到佢話，
I want something more than liberation.
我要比解脫仲有更高嘅嘢。哦，你想要咩呢？
I want to serve you.
我想要服務你啊！
Oh, you want to serve
你
me?
想要服務我咩？
By Shravan Kirtan.
通過聆聽、唱誦、記憶啊，服務主蓮法族等等，
All these different ways. of
所
serving
呢啲不
Krishna.
同嘅服務 Krishna 方法。
Oh, you want to serve me like
哦，你
that?
想我咁嘅服務我係啊？
Why is that?
點解呢？
Oh, I understand.
我明白啦。
You don't want liberation into the light.
你唔想融入呢個光裏邊，成為乜嘢都
You
冇啊
want！liberation into the spiritual world.
你想解脫入靈
You
性
want
世
to be
界，
with me in the spiritual
你
world.
想同靈性世界同我一齊。
I get it. I get
我
it.
明啦，我明啦。
Krishna says.
Krishna 佢話呢種奉獻性嘅解脫啊，
He says, no, that's not what I want.
亦都唔係我想要嘅喎。
I know.
我知道啦。
Perform bhakti.
如果你做 Bhakti 咧
There's，so many benedictions.
你可以得到好多祝福㗎。
I don't want that.
我連嗰啲都唔
I
想
don't
要，
want anything for myself.
我唔想俾任何嘢俾我自己。
All I want.
我想要嘅呢，
Idam te bapunat gopalabala. Sada me manasya virastam kimanya. I just want to see that beautiful
我
form.
淨係想見到我心裏邊一個美麗嘅形象。
When you're tied by Mother Yashoda.
你俾馬啲耶穌就綁住嗰個形象。
When you're cowherd boy in the
你
Vrindavan
哋
forest.
喺面打份一個森林嘅時候望
I
我痛，
just love that so much.
我真係好愛嗰個形
I
象，
don't want anything else.
咩都唔想要。呢
This is beginning of love.
個係愛嘅開始啦，
This is beginning of love.
係愛嘅開始。
But actually, he doesn't say yet.
Yes,
His
sir.
mind changes.
佢個心意成首歌裏邊呢，有
So
到
he's not yet saying
佢改
that
變個
I
心意
want to serve you.
佢亦都仲未講話我想去服務
He's
你，
saying I want to see that beautiful form.
我想見嗰個美麗嘅形象。
I don't even want to be liberated into the spiritual world.
我甚至乎唔想被解脫進入
I
靈
don't
性
want
世
to
界，
be liberated into Vaikuntha.
唔想解脫入到無有性。
Just want to see that beautiful form of yours
我
always.
淨係想成日經常見到你呢個美麗嘅形象。
So Krishna might say, oh,
其實可能
you
講
want to，see me always tied up?
你成日經常想見到成日俾人綁住。
So then Satyabhat Muni,
實際嚟講，然之後
what do I want really?
真係講我想要咩呢？咁樣，
Do I want Krishna to be tied up
我使唔
forever?
使
So that
其實永恆被綁住呢？
I love that beautiful
等
form.
我去愛個美麗嘅形象呢？
So then what he thinks
唔知佢想要咩嘢呢？
after that, then we can.
之後我哋可以下次我哋聽日可以再講。
Any questions?
有冇咩問題呢？
All clear?
清晰啊！
Yesterday,
琴日幾多分啊？講例如講其他啲佛教係半神人，咁我話 Krishna 呢度啲係咩人？即係佢又係至尊者呢，咁佢哋又係屬唔屬於至尊者嘅人？
Lord Buddha is also considered to be the supreme Lord。
actually, there's two Buddhas.
有兩個佛陀嘅，佛陀有兩個嘅。
At the beginning, this is Kali Yuga.
呢個卡利年代，
Kali Yuga began 5,000 years ago.
5000年前開始嘅卡利年代，
So, a little less than 5,000 years ago,
大概4000幾年前度啦。
Vishnu himself appeared as Buddha.
Vishnu 自己顯現為佛陀，一個佛陀。
And he taught people then, they were very materialistic.
當時啲人呢就好物慾分心嘅，
So he told them, you stop acting and you just meditate.
佢話你咩都唔好做，淨係冥想啫。
And then more recently,
最近呢，
maybe 3,000 years
大概
ago,
3000年前度啦，
then Gautama Buddha appeared.
釋迦牟尼啦，高登釋迦牟尼啦，係啊，
今日你佛
係啊，係啊，
Yeah. So
3000年，
Shakyamuni Buddha
釋迦牟尼
he
咧
went，to Bodh Gaya to get enlightenment.
佢去到 葡萄伽耶，佢得到啟蒙。
Why did he go to Bodh Gaya?
點解去葡萄伽耶呢？
Because
因為呢，
Bodh Gaya is the place where Vishnu Buddha was born.
葡萄伽耶係 Vishnu 嗰個嘅神嗰個化身誕生嘅地方，好神聖嘅地方嚟
That's
嘅。
why it's sacred to the Buddhist.
所以對佛教徒嚟講呢，嗰、個嘅
Buddhist place.
好多佛教徒都去嗰度嘅。
So Vishnu Buddha's appearance
神嘅化身
in，Srimad Bhagavatam
神嘅化身嗰個佛陀呢，就喺博伽嘅壇有預言嘅。
says where he's born,
邊度出世啊？
but it specifically said that he was born in India.
特別講到講印度出世嘅，
Shakyamuni
但係釋迦牟尼呢，
Buddha was born in Nepal.
釋迦牟尼就喺尼泊爾出世嘅。
So we understand that Shakyamuni Buddha,
釋迦牟尼呢，
he was like a sage,
好似個聖人咁樣
a
啫，
human being.
一個人嚟嘅。
He became very powerful meditation.
佢得到進入好有力嘅密靜打坐裏邊。
And because he didn't have spiritual masters,
但係因為
the
佢
conclusion was nothing.
佢冇靈性導師，所以結論就係話空，乜都
Because
冇。
he didn't get information about the spiritual world.
因為得唔到靈性世界嘅資料。
Like now we're hearing from
而家我哋從
Srila Bharati Maharaj.
Srila Bharati Maharaj 啦，
And we heard from our Guru Maharaj.
同我哋 Guru Maharaj 啦，
Like in the spiritual world.
靈性世界係點樣嘅
What's Krishna doing?
？Krishna 做咩嘢呢？
We're singing
我哋唱嘅歌呢，呢啲歌呢，
Kali Lila.
八同小時光呢
What are Radha and Krishna doing throughout the whole day?
Radha Krishna 一日24小時做咩嘢呢？
This is going on in the spiritual
呢
world.
個靈性世界所會發生嘅嘢嚟㗎。
But Buddha didn't have any information
但
like that.
但係佛教徒就冇呢方面嘅資料嘅。
So he helped people to become free from sinful activity.
咁佢知佢主要係幫啲人係免除啲罪惡活動叫做，
But he didn't explain what is the positive alternative.
但係佢冇解釋到咧有咩正確嘅選擇啊，正面嘅選擇。
If we become in love with Krishna,
如果同 Krishna 相愛嘅話呢，
naturally we'll stop our sinful activity.
好自然咧，我就停止嗰啲罪惡活動㗎
We
啦。
love, like, especially it said Vishnu Buddha came because people were killing animals
特別係當嗰個神嘅化身 Vishnu 嗰個佛陀嚟嘅時候，啲人就係殺生啊，
in the name of Vedic sacrifice.
以偉達嘅犧牲嘅名義之下咧做啲殺生，
But actually, they weren't performing Vedic sacrifice.
但係佢做啲唔係偉達嘅犧牲嚟嘅。
In the Vedas, it says that you can kill a cow, but you have to give life back to the cow.
偉達經過可以殺一隻牛，但係殺完之後咧，你可以俾翻個生命俾同一隻牛嘅。
But people were just killing. They had no understanding of the sacrifice.
但係啲人只係咁樣殺生，就唔知道咧嗰個嘅對犧牲冇了解。
He said, "Oh, these Vedas, they're just made by human beings. Don't listen."
神嘅化身嗰個維斯流嗰個佛陀嚟到咧，佢話呢啲偉達經人造嘅，有啲荒謬嘅廢陀嘅，
Sacrifice.
唔好做呢啲犧牲。
You should be vegetarian.
你要做素食者，
Don't kill animals.
唔好殺啲動物，唔好信偉陀經。
If we love Krishna,
但係如果我愛 Krishna 嘅話咧，
automatically we love animals.
好自動你愛啲動物嘅啦，亦都唔會需要殺嘅啦。
When we can
點
make
解呢？
beautiful vegetarian food stuff and offer to Krishna,
當你開整啲好美味嘅素食供奉俾 Krishna，唔係食生嘢喎，唔係 pick 喎。
why should I kill innocent animals and then eat their food?
點解我哋要殺啲無辜嘅眾生去食佢肉呢？冇必要啊，
Okay.
得唔得呢？
係即係話，係咪所有嘅宗教都係 Krishna 㗎？即係整個地球都係 Krishna 㗎啦，
Is all religion in this world all related to Krishna？
門都係 Krishna 㗎啦，佛
Some more and some less.
有啲更多同 Krishna 有關，有啲就較少，多少啦，同 Krishna 有關係。聽我講先，
For example,
舉一啲例子，
you know, there's different kinds of Buddhism.
有唔同嘅各種唔同嘅佛教咧。譬如舉一個例子，
There's Zen Buddhism,
禪宗啊、
Tibetan Buddhism,
西藏嘅佛教啊、
Pure Land Buddhism,
淨土宗啊，
Nichiren Shoshu. This is a new kind.
有啲新嘅我唔知啦，唔識得嘢。
These are called Mahayana.
呢啲叫大乘，呢啲叫大乘。
They teach that you should become like Bodhisattva
佢話你變得好似咧係
and you should liberate everybody,
你要去啊
help
大
everybody.
叫做去幫每一個人啊，幫啲人解脫，幫眾生，呢其中大乘一種。
So all of those are somewhat related to Krishna,
呢啲全部都同 Krishna 有多少關係嘅，
but without information.
不過冇資料。
But then the southern school, Theravada, like in Sri Lanka,
斯里蘭卡嗰邊嗰啲咧，
they say they believe in emptiness,
佢
nothing,
真係信空啊，
just your own liberation.
只係你自己嘅解脫，佢哋真係送涅槃送。
Practically no relationship with Krishna.
咁我差唔多嗰個同 Krishna 冇關係嘅。
Christianity
基督教咧
is very closely related.
就好同 Krishna 好大嘅聯繫。
Jesus Christ said,
耶穌基督講咧，
you should love God and love your neighbor. This is the most important thing.
佢話你應該愛你嘅鄰居，愛人如己，呢個係最重要嘅嘢。
So this is
What's that?
exactly our teaching.
呢個亦直接喺我哋教導。
Islam is also related to
佛教都唔係，佛教都係。 同 Krishna 偉大經啊，
即係
俾佢講埋。你講到你。
即係所有宗教係即係話意思，當然佢係每個係會對佢自己嘅愛一樣。我意思係咪全部即係 Krishna 係源頭嘛？話全部都係 Krishna 嘅嘢，咁呢個世界全部係 Krishna 嘅嘢。咁所有嘅法門都係 Krishna 嘅。
Because Krishna is the source of everything, then all path seems also emanate from him. Even
Well, it depends.
呢個要睇兩睇咯，兩睇。
People really understood his teaching.
視乎啲人佢哋真係有咪真係明白 Krishna 嘅教導咧，要睇下。
Like Christians today,
譬如今時今日基督教咧，好多咧，
their idea is I want to.
佢哋諗住淨係想去天堂嘅啫。
They don't.
你俾佢講，俾佢講先，俾佢講。
They don't have a clear idea about serving and loving God.
佢哋並冇概念咧點樣去服務同埋去愛神啊。
But many.
好多都係咁樣噶，佢哋冇諗到。
Jesus Christ taught loving God.
耶穌基督講係講愛神嘅。
And they're coming after him. Paul,
聖徒保羅咧，
he said, you just believe in Christ and you'll be saved.
你信耶穌咧，你就得救噶啦。
Different teaching.
有唔同嘅教導啦，有。
Same even in Krishna consciousness.
Krishna 知覺亦都係嘅。
My Guru Maharaj came, he said, you should develop love for Krishna.
我姑媽嚟到你要發展對 Krishna 嘅愛。
But now in ISKCON they say you just chant 16 rounds for the four regulated principles and you'll be saved.
咁但係咧，ISKCON教導就話你念16個圈，跟住4個規範守則，你就會得到救贖噶啦。
So the teachings could be changed.
個教導可以被改變嘅。
Like that. It
就咁樣。
depends on how much they really understand the original intention.
視乎佢哋真係能否明白個真正原初根本嗰個咁樣嘅原意啊，意圖係咩嘢？
Okay?
得唔得咧？
其實我講咧，我唔係問佢每個宗教佢點樣教導，我唔會理佢呢啲咁點樣教導，即係點樣教導都係佢哋嘅宗教點樣都好。我意思既然 Krishna 係源頭，即係所有嘅都係 Krishna 㗎啦。我意思問係咪你？即係冇理其他宗教啦。咁即係意思即係咁，即係喺我嘅角度裏邊，我個世界嚇，你哋講係我個世界裏邊咧。就所有84000法門世間所有冇一物全部係 Krishna 嘅，即係耶穌又好啦，教又好啦，就算兩個主尊都好，兩個佛陀都好啦，因為佢哋頭先講釋迦牟尼佛嘅佛陀同埋菩提樹嗰個佛陀，都係菩提樹嗰個佛陀對 Krishna 先有間。
佢係咩話？
佛唔講嗰啲啦，即係話所有嘅宗教嗰啲人。嗰啲教主都係嗰啲聖人，都係 Krishna 嘅 Krishna 都係佢個源頭啊嘛。即係據我自己嘅感覺，全部都係佢個真理，即係咁樣。唔係咪意思即係咁樣？
原因你明唔明 ？I don't quite understand. She's a bit confused.
Maybe we can discuss it afterwards.
之後我哋再討論。如果時間夠鐘啦，好嘛 ？OK，有機會再。Yeah。同另一個巴吉媽會講啲，我講一個點燈節嘅故事啊，燒月嘅故事。今日佢講經俾啲大陸同學聽。
Last week, I promised that I would sing Radha Kunda Tata.
上個禮拜佢應承要唱個 Radha Kunda Tata 窩潭湖嘅岸邊。
So he said, now I'm going to sing.
而家我將會唱啦。
I said, okay, I'm just leaving now.
我而家走啦。
He said, oh, you don't like my singing?
你唔中意我唱歌咩？
I said, yes, I'm just going to the park and I'll hear from there.
我去公園聽你唱。
His mother was an opera singer.
佢媽媽係唱呢個歌劇嘅，佢媽媽唱歌劇嘅。
He's got like a big voice.
佢巨肺啊！佢真係。
So he'll tell you very nice stories.
會講咗好多美麗故事，貼話你。
No, he's gonna another group, everybody. Yeah. You can all be there. Like, if you like, you Russian-speaking devotees, you can sit in one corner, and he'll speak in English. Nanda will translate in Russian, and then you can also in Chinese, and then you can also translate in Russian. No problem.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,